Hello folks, good morning. Welcome. It's the 21st of March and a glorious day again. I've been on the plot since about 6 o'clock this morning because late yesterday afternoon we had a couple of loads of horse manure delivered and I needed to top my compost bins up. So that's took the last 2 or 3 hours. Yesterday I managed to get the parsnips planted. I've planted 24. That's tender and true, the varieties. What I've done, I've dug a hole with a dibber about a foot deep, put some nice compost in, put about 3 seeds per hole, topped it back up and put a bit of vermiculite on each hole. It helps me identify the weeds from the seeds a bit later on. Last year I planted far too many. I had a really good crop, but I put 48 in and I've still got quite a few left. So I've learnt my lesson from that one. Today I'll be doing pricking a few seedlings out. We have a local nursery by us by the name of Piper's where all the stuff's homegrown, and I bought a few punnets of bedding plants for my hanging baskets. There was busy lizzies, salvias and also geraniums. Now out of one pot of busy lizzies, which costs £1.60, the pot is here empty. I pricked them out now, but I managed to get 82 plants out of one pot, and that was £1.60, which is excellent value. I've got 3 pots of busy lizzies all together with salvias and a couple of geraniums, so I need to get them sorted out now. So carry on, see you later. We're in greenhouse 2 at the moment on the allotment, and I thought I'd give it a quick tour of what I've actually got growing. First of all, these are a few plants, sunflowers. I think they're Russian giant, and these ones here are harlequins. Just got a tray here of sweet peas just starting to pop the heads up, and then we've got some broad beans, the Sutton. Both of these are in root trainers, which I tend to grow for sweet peas, beans, French beans, that sort of thing, because it gives a minimum root disturbance. Over here, it's actually got leeks on the front, but there are the Lisbon spring onions. What I do in each cell, I just make a little depression, drop about 8 to 10 seeds in, cover it up and just let them go from there, and I plant the plug out with all the bunch still there, and I find that then when they do mature I can pull them up as one variety, as like a bunch as you would from the supermarket. These are just what I've got left of my main crop potatoes. They're Sarpo Miras, so they'll be ready to go in 2 or 3 weeks, I suppose. In this white gutter in here I've got my first lot of peas, which called Early Onward. There's just 1 or 2 buds starting to poke their heads up there, as you can see. The next set I intend to grow is Calved Wonder, which is a variety I had a great success with last year. The only problem was I didn't grow enough and I ended up eating most of them while they're still out on the plot. These are a few shallots. I've got Golden Gourmet. I shall be putting these out probably next week. Next ones these some dahlias called Red Skin Mixed. These were things I was put onto by an old guy I used to work with. He was a good gardener, and I've grown them for quite a number of years, and they're only dwarf plant, but the flower right until the first frost, providing you keep deadheading. And this here was a free packet of marigolds that I got off, I think it's one of the magazines. It's called Constant, which I think is a deep red type. And then we come up to another couple of blocks of root trainers, which I've got my sweet corn, and the variety on there is Swift F1, as you can see. Looking down onto there's a few onions I've got there, which are, I think they're Red Baron, looking at the label. That's one of the punnets there of the busy lizzies from the local shop I said I bought, and there's a couple more of some geraniums which are more ready to be potted on, and there's some more dahlia red skin mixed. I've got a couple here now of beetroot bolt hardy there, and just a few little lettuces, Webb's Wonderful, some mixed salad, then also some all year round. Over the winter here I tend to keep my Japanese maples. I've got them in little terracotta pots. I keep them in there just to keep the frost off them, and I find that's just enough protection for them. In this little water tank here I've got some carrots, which are first time growing this variety actually. It's called Sweet Candle, and I just popped them in there, and as you can see inside they're just poking the heads up nicely. I've also got a couple of tanks out on the plot. One's already been sown with this same variety, but they've not come up yet. I've got a few cos lettuce. I've just been given these actually, put into the border just to see how they go on while I'm just getting stuff ready. And I've also got 5 30-litre tubs, and as you can see from the label there, that one is Swift, which went in on the 28th of the 2nd. I think there's 3 tubers in this slide, and just over on this side here, them Swift again, but there's 4 in. They was planted on the 16th of March. I have done a little planting reminder for this year, but I thought I'd got too much space actually, and after a while I realised I hadn't put no sprouts allocation for the sprouts in there, so I'll have to shuffle a few things back up again. Just having a quick look on the thermometer there now. I don't know if you can see that. That's it's 24.3. It has been up to 34.5. It does get quite hot in here. I have got an auto vent in, which helps a lot, but it's still a good sun trap. We catch the sun from about 11 o'clock all the way through to the rest of the day. Another thing I keep in the greenhouse is a little white piece of plastic, which I use a dry white marker on, and I put little reminder notes on there to remind me during the day. I've got there Rotivate the bean bed. I've scrubbed parsnips. They've been scrubbed out because I've planted those yesterday. Got guttering to sort out on my greenhouse, and also replant and make a comfrey bed, but I've got to sort that out because there's still a lot of rubble and that on the area. This is my neat shading. It's an old net curtain we got, which I've just put on with house clothes pegs, and I can easily take it up down, and it does provide a good shade from the direct sun for the inside of the greenhouse, as you can see. There's one little gadget I want to show you here, which I use in my greenhouse a lot, and it's a little black box that I bought from I think it was Primark. It was £9, and it's an amplifier for my phone, so you just press a button, just runs off 3 AA batteries, and I'll play my iPod, listen to the podcasts in the greenhouse, and you listen to the sound difference.
Just behind us is the B block accommodation. We saw a lot of curtains twitching. I'm surprised we didn't get complaints, but generally it's very peaceful here. We've got the Cherwell River just behind us to the eastern border of the college site. We've got some very mature...
So the sound is tremendous, and it passes many a happy hour while I'm pottering in the greenhouse. Well, that's it for this episode, folks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.